All right, so the schedule is supposed to release at 7 p.m. Central tonight, and we have a leak, so I have it pulled up on my phone. I'll put it up on screen too, so you can see, so you can follow along. Um, this first stretch, again, we'll kind of go through it, but I don't know. We'll see how good Jordan Love is. I already made a video just talking. I have no expectation. You should not have expectations for Jordan Love. I already did a whole video on this. I think I got put up, I think 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever it was. But you never know, because we didn't have the toughest schedule of opponents this year. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Jordan Love at his first press conference yesterday at the time recording this, which again it was Wednesday. A lot of players coming out and saying, "Hey, like, we're underdogs. Like, no one expects us to be good, but we might surprise some people." So I don't want to, especially we're in May. Okay, we're in May. I don't want to get my hopes up, but we don't have the toughest schedule. We're not up there. We're not playing the NFC East or. Like there's not too many top tier teams that we're playing this year. We still have we have Kansas City and whatnot, Vikings twice a year, Lions twice a year, but outside of that, I mean, probably it. I mean, Kansas City's obviously the hardest challenge. So we'll go through it. Week 1, we're on the road again. I can't remember the last time we had a week 1 home game. I'm sure it was probably only like 3 years ago or something like that, but and at least we're not going to the Vikings, because it feels like we always go to Minnesota week 1. I think it's past 2 years I believe we have. So it's been really weird. It feels like we haven't been home for week 1 in again a while, and I'm sure we probably were just probably 2019 or something, like 2020 maybe even. But it's just like recency bias. Just feels like we're always on the road. But whatever. So that game it'll be 3:25 Central, 4:25 Eastern, and then obviously you go out west. It's earlier in the day. It's the second slot of games essentially. Then week 2 we go down to Atlanta. We play the Falcons. That is a noon game for me. 1:00 on the East Coast again, earlier in the day. I think it's 10 a.m. on the West Coast. So that's the first slot. So we go 3:25 to 1, or I'm sorry, 3:25 to noon. So that's fun. Then we host the Saints. So week 3 is our first game at home. We're hosting the Saints. So that one's a noon. So that's fine. Again, these are all teams that haven't made the playoffs so far. So I don't expect too much. This one's really weird though. We go to Las Vegas. We play the Raiders on Monday night. We're technically it's prime time slot. A Monday night against the Raiders on the road too. Very, very interesting. That is a very, very interesting thing. You played Devontae Adams for the first time. Yeah, I can't believe they put Packers and Raiders in that slot, especially because do the Raiders even have a QB yet? I don't. Oh, I guess Jimmy G. Jimmy G's to start. So it's gonna be Jimmy G and Love. I don't know. That's really interesting. That's just really interesting to me. Then we go to Mile High. We're playing the Broncos. This one is at 3:25, so this is the second time slot of the day. I'm sorry, I forgot to buy. Look at me. I'm so used to the past, I think it's been 3 years in a row. We've had like a week 10 bye, week 11, 12 bye. We've had a late bye these last couple of years that it just flew right over my head. I'm not used to having an early bye. And I think this is like the second earliest you can have for a bye, I believe. Because I think week 5 is the start of byes. I think it is. Either that or we're the first week. We have a bye the first week. So it threw me off. So we go from a Monday night game, do a bye, and then we play the Broncos on the second slot. The game of the week slot is what I call it. 3:25. So we're on the road again. So far, we've only had... oh my god, I missed the Lions. I'm like, something's not adding up. So, sorry, I missed I don't know why I skipped it. No, I did the Lions, right? Whatever. Lions coming to us week 4. Um, that's a that's a Thursday game. Okay, so we go Thursday to Monday. Okay, I can't believe I missed the line. I must. Damn it. I'm keeping that in. We're not gonna restart here. I'm gonna keep that all in. So yeah, so Bears week 1, Falcons week 2, Saints week 3, Lions week 4, Raiders week 5, and then we have the bye week 6, and then Broncos week 7, and then week 8, we host the Vikings. So that's a noon game. We host the Vikings. That is the first. So yeah, it takes 8 weeks for us to verse a playoff team. And again, it's Vikings, Chargers are a playoff team, Chiefs are a playoff team, Giants are a playoff team. Technically, the Bucks are, even though, Brady's gone now, so we'll see how that team is. But it takes 8 weeks for us to verse our first playoff team this year. Then, after we host the Vikings at noon, then we host the Rams the following week. So we have, back-to-back weeks here at home. Vikings, Rams, and then we go on the road to Pittsburgh. That's back-to-back noon games, and then Chargers are a noon game too. So, 3 in this stretch, 3 home games, 1 on the road, and that's to Pittsburgh. So basically, the month of November, we're basically home for that whole month, and that's after. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So we split. So we go half the September away, half September at home, and then and then we only play. we only play. It's so weird to only play 3 games in October. It's so weird. We're on the road for most of October, and then we are basically at home at end of October into November. We're basically at home a lot of that. Then after the Chargers, which is again it's 4 noon games, so back to back weeks as noon games. Then we go on the road. This is on Thanksgiving. So, is this what day is my birthday? My birthday is always around Thanksgiving. So hang on. I can pull this up real quick. Oh, it's the Sunday. Dang it. Okay, so that's a really yeah. My birthday is really a couple days after Thanksgiving. I always love having it either on Black Friday or on the Wednesday before or on Thanksgiving. It sucks when it's on that Sunday at the end. But yeah, anyway, so we're doing another Thanksgiving game for the first time in, I want to say 3 years. I think it's been 3 years. I forget how long it's been. I do not remember that. I know it's been last year or not. The year before, I don't believe we were. So I want to say it's been 3 or 4 years since we've been on a Thanksgiving game. It's against the Lions again. Lions are a staple of Thanksgiving, so it's a rivalry game on Thanksgiving. We're the first game, so that will be 11:30 a.m. my time, because it's 12:30 Eastern. Obviously, it's a little bit different as we get into the holiday season. Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, New Year's. Sometimes they kind of switch around. Not really New Year's as much, but Christmas Day, Thanksgiving. Usually they kind of adjust the times a bit because it's usually showcase, and those 3 games, and the rest are on that Sunday or Thursday. Well, not usually Thursday because Thanksgiving is Thursday, but then the rest are pushed back to that Sunday. What day is Christmas? I think it's on Monday, right? Because last year was on. Yes, last year was on Sunday, so it's on Monday. So we're gonna have majority of the games. I'm getting ahead of myself, but majority of games on Christmas Eve, and then we're gonna have a couple showcase games on Christmas Day, which we play on Christmas Eve. Okay, we're playing the Panthers. Anyway, so after we play the Lions on Thanksgiving, after going to the Lions Ford Field, then we're home again against the Chiefs. This is Jordan Love Mahomes round 2 because obviously last time Rodgers got COVID, so he's never officially played Rodgers yet, or I guess Rodgers Mahomes never played. So Love played Mahomes last time. They're gonna play again this time here in Green Bay instead of Kansas City last time. That is Sunday night. Okay. Okay. That's okay. What a way to start December. That's gonna be a hard. I don't think we're winning that game. I know we're at home, but that's gonna be that's our hardest game of the year. So, but then we followed up with another hard game, which is a team that made the playoffs last year. Oh, we go Sunday night, and then we play the Giants on Monday night. Wow, we still we still got quite a few primetime games. It still feels weird. You would think that Rodgers would have taken them all with him when he went to the Jets, but yeah. So we play the Giants Monday, December 11th, at 7:15. It'll start. And obviously, I guess I don't know if I need to mention, but 7:20 for Sunday night games. That's it is what it is. But I didn't really say that. But there you go. 7:20 for Sunday night games. 7:15, which I think technically they delay it and like TV starts at like 7:20 technically, but whatever, whatever. So yes, so December it's gonna be interesting, and then we host the Bucks. That's a noon game. And then we host the Panthers. Oh, I'm sorry. We go to the Panthers on Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve we are away. And then New Year's Eve we go to the Vikings. So yeah, because usually this time of year, December, usually they're coming to us. So so we're switching this year finally. I still would like another home game for week 1, but hey, maybe next year. And then week 18. I'm sorry. It's 7:20 Sunday night. Packers Vikings at 7:20. That could obviously get flexed depending on scheduling and records and all that. Usually, sometimes I can do that for week 15, 16, 17. So essentially December football, stuff can get flexed. So take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, right now, I don't think Bucks Packers, which is at noon, is going to get flexed unless both teams are really good. Or, well, I hope they don't flex it for a draft spot. I hope. Packers Panthers probably shouldn't get flexed either. Depending on who's good, we'll see. But depending on the Vikings record, well, it is in prime time already, but depending, I guess, on other teams in the league, maybe we don't play at that 8:20 time slot. But right now we're penciled in on New Year's Eve to play at 8:20. So, I mean, that's good for it. That's a way to stay up till midnight, because the game will get over at like 11:30. Which I guess it's at 7:20 is when it starts. But yeah, it'll be like 11:30 or something by the time 11:30 by the time the game gets over. So. Hey, it is what it is. I'm always up till midnight anyway on New Year's Eve. But anyway, and then we host the Bears week 18. That is to be determined right now, again, because of records and, depending on teams that are trying to fight for a playoff spot. Maybe they're fighting for a top 4 seed or whatever. That could get switched around. And so, again, basically just second half of December from, like week 15. Maybe week 14, but usually week 15 onwards. Just don't have that set in stone in your mind. Again, they have dates, they have times right now, but we don't know what all these teams are going to look like by the time we roll on to December, middle of December, early January. We don't know what everyone's going to look like. So we might get flexed to noon. Might get moved to 3:25. I don't know. Obviously, again, we're penciled in right now, week 17, as the Sunday night game. Who knows what's going to happen? So, that's the schedule. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to talk about games we could win, games that I don't think we're going to win, which there are, Chiefs I don't think we're going to win. Giants, we're probably going to struggle. They have gotten better. Their team has gotten better. So, I think stuff like that. Probably going to get swept by the Vikings, and maybe we split with the Lions, or we get swept by the Lions too. We'll see. Again, it's May. I don't know how this team's going to look. So I'll come back with that either later today or tomorrow on Friday. Thing is, though, I want to try to get it up because I'm going to be filming my NBA skit today, and I'm going to edit that and put that up tomorrow. So this next 24, 48 hours. Well, maybe not fully 48 hours, but this next day and a half of time is, going to have a couple videos. There might be something else going up here or there. I have been working on, there's stuff I've been wanting to do, and we're 15 minutes in, so I'll just go ahead. I'm just going to say this real quick. There's a lot of ideas I want to do. The day I'm recording this, which is Thursday the 11th, I have just finished up my finals. So, finals kind of snuck up on me. Everything kind of just came real quick. From Easter to now, everything's just flown by. I just haven't had a lot of time to do what I wanted to do. I was trying to tease some stuff on my community tab, and then I just had to delete it because I couldn't get to it, the videos I wanted to do. So expect, new series and whatnot coming up eventually. I'm going to try to get to it hopefully by next week. We'll see. Obviously with the NBA skits kind of are pushing this timeline back too, because I have to get these up every, 4 days, 5 days, because, I'm breaking it down into, 2 games, 3 games, depending on, when I get the chance. So, there's new stuff coming. There'll be more reactions. Obviously, we're winding down with the NBA playoffs. So, once we get, to the finals, it's basically going to be like an every other day thing for a skit. It's because I'm going to go game by game for the finals. Outside of that, though, it's going to be reactions. I'm going to try to get this new series on the, on the starting line, and we're going to try to get it off here soon. I'm thinking of ideas, been talking to people, and we'll see. I don't know. I don't have every detail right now planned out, but I'm trying. We'll see. Hopefully June. Hopefully the end of May here into June. Things can slow down for me. I don't know if that's going to happen. But, stuff is coming. There'll be stuff coming. Obviously, we're in the dead period for the NFL after the schedule release here, which, again, I can do a couple videos on, and then we're, waiting for August. But outside of that, basically, I'll cover the XFL championship game, which is this weekend. We'll cover USFL stuff, which my Breakers are still undefeated, so I'm happy about that. But not a lot to do, so we're going to branch out. We're going to do a whole bunch of different stuff. So for now, after that, kind of long intro that teasing stuff in the future, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Let me know your thoughts on the schedule. I guess I probably should have said that before I got into my little rant here, but thoughts on the schedule. Are you excited for these games? Are you not excited for these games? You can put predictions in this video if you want. I'm going to have one, again, either tonight or tomorrow morning come out, depending on how I can, get done with filming for my NBA skits and how long that takes to edit all that crap. And so, for now, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe. I'm out of here. Thank you all. I'm ready for this season. We'll do a whole video. I'm going to cover the whole league, too. Don't worry. You're a non-Packers fan. We're going to cover the whole league, too. I'm going to go through everything. Maybe I could just turn that into a series and just go 32 videos and just do that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm out of here. Peace.